Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to On Track Tuesday. It is the fourth Tuesday, just before Thanksgiving, so happy early Thanksgiving. It is the 26th of November. How about that? Can everybody hear me okay? I got kind of a different setup going on tonight. So you guys can let me know how that sounds or how that's going. And we'll go through and see who's in here. Audio's great, okay. Wasn't sure. I don't have my usual mic going. I got the computer over here, you can see. Not really behind me. It's in front of me. It looks like it's behind me, kind of, sort of. Everything's backwards to me. But down here is my grain co-op yard. And I'm going to attempt to do a little switch list in a little bit. See how that goes. Got some issues with it. I'd like to get with Robert or somebody that's a little more familiar with how to use this JMRI switch list, how to switch things up, do it a little differently. We had Daryl in here earlier this morning. When I first put the notification up. So hi, Daryl. I got Thomas's Trains. The McCurdy. How you doing, Lynn? What files? Good evening. Todd Armstrong, Trackside Action. Saying hello. Hello, Todd. There's John Schokill. How you doing, John? Yeah, my buddy Gary. How you doing, Gary? I might be going to the Columbus show. It's not really near you, but thinking about going there. I think it's the 7th of December. You're going to be in the area or have the opportunity to go. Hey, Dennis. We're on track, the rare treat. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Curly, always a pleasure, my friend. Trackside Mike. How you doing, Mike? Man, I was going to join in last night and check out your show, but man, I was zonked. I was in bed by like 8:30. It's been busy because we're off. Technically, we're off on Thursday for the holiday, so everything's like jammed up into the other days. So I think we had over 80 cases come through the surgery center. It's a lot of cases. I was tired. I'm an old man. I get tired easy. Damn it. Hey, Chris, Tennessee River. I was not aware I had to start a new channel because YouTube screwed me on the old one. Please come by and sub. Thanks very much. Yeah, definitely. It was unfortunate, but he had to restart things. So anybody that was subbed that wouldn't mind going back and subbing, and we hadn't checked him out. Go check him out if you like what you see. Sub. Chris is a good guy. Does good work. Nice. He's an asset to the community. John Trains. How are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Jason, Train Freak. Jason's currently working on some, or will be soon, he said, working on some tweaks to my track plan on the upper level. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. I'm moving the intermodal yard and a couple other things. Floyd Robbins, good evening. Hey, Andy. What's going on, Andy? Good to see you. Morning for you there, maybe? Kind of my morning show is usually afternoon, so I'm assuming this would be more like morning. Or, yeah, something like that. Man, math is hard. Happy birthday, John. Which John? Happy birthday, John, I guess. Anthony Borden. How you doing, sir? Dave BNSFN scale. Good evening. See, Curly says he's getting better at resin. Printer, I only had 2 bad prints, and the first one was I forgot to put the build plate on. That'll do it. Yeah, still gonna learn how to do all the slicing and stuff, Curly. Jim's still doing that all for me for the most part and sending me the already sliced program for my Creality printer. He has to do a little bit of tweaking with it just because it's Creality, I think. I don't know if it's because of that type of printer. They're over there, still on the printer. Never took them off of the curing rack, but I just printed up those. He showed them the other night, last week, I think, on his channel, the dumpsters and trash bags and that. It came out pretty good. Really nice. I don't even know how to spell it. I don't really either. When Robert and Robert the Flying Crow and Wilmer came over here last, I think it was April, sometime April. Man, Robert sat down. He loves doing this stuff. He entered everything in, got everything set up. We measured all my sidings and all that kind of stuff. And he was here doing that for hours. Wilmer's over here running trains. I'm just hanging out with both of them. And Robert set me all up with the switch lists because I was doing the car cards, which was fun too. But it was pretty neat. I need to get it to. I gotta get it with somebody on the phone or something and figure out how to. Like for instance, with this switch list I'm going to do tonight, it needs to move like blocks of cars, and it's not doing that. Or say I'll run a list. It like empties all my sidings out and then totally refills them. It's like I don't want to necessarily do that. Some things I do, like maybe remove a string of cars from. I keep pointing behind me because the other side of the layout where the cement plant is. Move that whole string of cars out of one track, and then drop them on the other track like they're already loaded. Pick up the ones on the loaded track and drop off the empties on the empty track. Stuff like that, So I got to figure out how to tweak all that. Turning in while working on Dave's track plan. There you go. That's cool. I'm excited to see. Real artist, how are you? My fellow Ohioan. It's a good game the other day, man. Go Bucks. Let's see. GMRI Ops Pro Guru. So is Flying Crow. Yeah. So either one of you guys could probably help me out on that. I'm enjoying it. I really am. But there's just a few things I'm finding out that could use a little tweaking. Like even on my CR&E yard, I feel like I'm grabbing too many cars like off layout storage. I have it labeled as all my bins. I just call them off layout storage. And like when I run an ops session, I feel like I'm bringing like most of my cars are coming from off layout, and very few are coming from the yard. And the tracks in the yard are not full, but they're full enough that I should be able to pull out of there and move them, and not just move them off layout, move them to somewhere else on the layout, Like I want to be able to actually build a train in the yard, not just pulling them off the layout from the storage. So I don't know how to do that. And I'm probably overthinking it like I do everything else. Hey, James, on this junction. Thanks, Anthony. So like I do everything, I overthink it. Make it way harder than it has to be, probably. I see I resubbed to Chris. Sorry to hear you had to restart over. Yeah. Well, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I don't remember what he said was going on with it, but it was he ended up having to redo things and just like cancel that channel and restart. Yeah, get a mic. You guys don't mind hitting that like button? It's helpful. Just finished the best chicken enchilada soup ever. Oh, that sounds good. I just scarfed down some pork chops. They were good, but that sounds really good. Guessing the Gail made it, Dennis. I made for the game on Saturday. I made I just in a crock pot. I threw a bunch of bratwurst and onions, peppers and onions, and made like hoagies out of them. It was really good. It was really good. It came out really good. Yeah, okay, Jason. Yeah, it won't be today. Maybe sometime this weekend, or I don't know. We'll see. we'll see what happens. Thursday's Thanksgiving, so I don't know if I'll have time then, but it's just one of those things. Like I said, I'm enjoying it, but there's a few little things I've kind of come across like that. Like I was just saying that I think would make it more enjoyable if I can figure out how to do that. Like you get the idea. You probably already have an idea of what to do with it. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, thank you. You already had yours. Yours what, October or something? Kind of like right before Halloween or like early October, if I'm not mistaken. So we're back in the day with the card cards and going to stay with it. Yeah. Well, see, I'm not doing the card cards the way that they're set up, like from, we have the actual cards that come with it. I kind of modified mine to run more like Wilmer's buddy over there in PA, Dave Garlic, which is fun. I like it that way, and it's easy to understand. We're going to the new Heritage Unit CSX scale trains. They should be here next week. Yeah, I got them on order. I'm gonna be broke. They keep putting them out. Hey, Dwayne. Yeah, I'm excited for them. I see I think if I understood right, they put out the last one as the 21st one, which is the Pan Am unit. And also, as the same like Facebook post said that they were going to, I think up until 2027 maybe, might have some other special units coming out between this 21st unit and their 200th anniversary. So we'll see what happens. So I like them enough. Hey, Chris, Mount Trent aficionado, how are you, buddy? Stu Structures, good evening. Yeah, just for the switch list. I'm not running the layout with JMRI. I'm not really doing much of anything with it other than making the switch list up, Originally, I thought about automating with JMRI and stuff, and then I don't know. I'm just not really good with all those electronics, and it just was starting to get frustrating. I wasn't having fun with it, so I kind of put that on the back burner. I do have some block, those BD20s, and I got an AIOU1 or whatever that thing is. From I think it's to help with block detection, or I don't know what it does. That's what I mean. I kind of understand things, then I kind of don't understand it fully. So I start to do stuff, and then it's like that's not working right. So I'm like, just gonna keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Where's James? He was in there. Said hi. Hey, Joe Rader. How you doing, Joe? Let's see, I'm already a million minutes behind. JMI Ops Pro, I learned that when I set up custom schedules per each industry. I could do more over the train. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I might have to do. Of course, I printed I just started running some ops again. I kind of got away from it. I was after Robert set that up, I was like running constant, like list after list, because I was having a lot of fun with it and trying to learn how my layout works with the switch list. And then the last one I had printed, it was back over the summer, like in June, June 8th or something. And then I just finally ran it like, I don't know, November 11th. That's how long it had been printed out, and everything was still set up for the most part. I had a couple cars out of place, but for the most part, they were okay. So, now I need to figure out how to do maybe like you're talking about, Jason, some scheduling, schedule list, or I don't know, custom scheduling. Something. We'll get together. You can hopefully help me figure it out. YouTube entrance missed banning in early October. Unbanned me, but it still wouldn't let me upload anything and restricted me, so I finally gave up and started a new channel. Yeah, that was weird. It was some kind of it was a glitch, or I don't know what it was, but because they did something to me too, saying that, I don't know, something was flagged or deleted or banned or something. And they came back and said, "Oh, our bad." And then I was okay. I didn't have any issues posting or anything. So I really don't know what that was all about. Hey, Wesley, how's it going, buddy? Doing good. Doing good. Just trying to get through one more day and then it's Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to have a short day on Friday. Sometimes I make three locations in the same town, helps with flow. Lots of different ways to tweak MRI ops. Yeah, because like right now, so I'll come out of the yard here, and if I'm going southbound train, that will take me over to Stony Ridge. It's my first main town out of the yard. It's not a very far trip. I really should take a lap around and then go, because it's like right when you come out of the yard lead. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 industries I can switch in there. But the thing is, it has me switch all 4 most of the time. And sometimes I'll have like 2 of the industries, one takes 1 boxcar, one can take 2 boxcars, and it'll clear all 3 out. Then the next trip, it'll put 3 back in. I don't always want to put all of them back in. Maybe I just want to pull 1 car. Makes it more interesting, especially if that car's in the back, because it's all on one line, that particular industry. So sometimes you got to like switch the cars out, move one to get the other kind of stuff. Just makes it more interesting. I don't always want to clear the whole thing out. It'll take 5 cars or 6 cars over to the 2 tracks I have at the cement plant. It'll pick up the 3 or 4 on each track that I already have in there, and it'll drop the 3 or 4 off on the new list. So it's like, it's just weird. I need to tweak it so maybe one line gets clear and the other one gets a set of empties put in. Maybe take the empties that are now loaded, put it on a loaded track, pull those loaded ones out, put the other empties that you brought on, you know what I mean? That's what I was kind of hoping it would work out, but I think I just have to tell the program to do that, and I don't really understand how to do that. So I don't know if any of that made sense. You guys that are proficient in it, maybe it made sense. In my mind, it makes sense, but it's crazy things going on in there. Let's see, ours is in October. Oh, your Thanksgiving. I get to celebrate it twice. Can-Am. If my aunt was still alive, I usually in Indiana for Thanksgiving. Okay. See, I have an old 1950 nickel plate railroad spike. That's cool. That's cool. New logo, Dundas Junction Model Railroad, James. Got new logo? And then look at that. I didn't catch that. Hi, Rusty. What's going on there, buddy? All right, see, I guess the real Heritage Unit 161 burned beyond repair. Which one is 161? AIU01 reads the BD20s, okay. So that would be for like automation on JMRI, right? So the BD20s are the blocks so the train knows where IOU1, whatever the hell it's called, knows what block it's in, and then that transmits back to your computer, right? Your JMRI. Yeah, just for switch lists. I'm not, yeah, for operations. It's not, the JMRI is not hooked up to the, like I'm not running the layout through the computer. You know what I mean? I'm just printing through ops, JMRI ops, and printing switch lists to do operations. You know, the switch lists that you print out. And I like it. Actually, kind of, and I've got a little more used to it. I'm liking it almost even more than the car cards. What I want to do is I want to also modify this so it's not so much landscape, but maybe more up and down, so I can cut these in half, get a smaller board, smaller clipboard. I got to put some hooks around too, because want to be able to hang it. Now that like some of the areas are pretty scenic, like especially when I get over to Stony Ridge, there's really nowhere to like just, we all have the habit of just setting it down on the layout, Well, here is okay. There's nothing that's going to get harmed. Over there, I got too much stuff going on, so there's nowhere to set it. There's my buddy Steve, Cowboy Steve. How's it going, man? Thanks, Dave. Thanks to Bernard from Mini Prints, we could have ourselves in North America. Order container crane for the intermodal yard for a while. Others. Yes, those guys live, so hopefully. He's gonna make a crane? Like the big MyJack cranes, or more of like the tow motor type cranes? Okay. Either way, that's really cool. To find those modern, like big modern cranes, like the predecessor, like the MyJacks are the older version, I think. I've built 2 of them so far. I have 1 more to build for my intermodal yard, but I wanted to get something more modern. If you're talking to me, Mike, I'm not. No. I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I work Wednesday and Friday. But if we don't have a lot of work Friday, based off of seniority, they'll offer to kind of flex people off, like lack of work kind of thing, if you want to not work or go home early. So I'm like top of the list for that. So I'm kind of hoping not to even have to go in, but we'll see. If I do, I do. Like last year, I went in on Friday after Thanksgiving. I think it was there 2 or 3 hours, and then I was done. Steve, yeah, I'd like to go. Yeah, I plan on going. But to figure out, like, if you want to meet up just at the show, or meet up beforehand, grab some breakfast before we head into the show or whatever. I think the last time, a couple years back, a bunch of us met up. There's a Bob Evans over there. Not too far, a couple exits away. But yeah, I do plan on going. I might as well go to that one. I'm not going to go up to Amherst this year. Sorry, computer rebooted. Saying hi to everybody. That's okay, Todd. Yeah, I was panicking. I set this all up earlier, then I came down, like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so, just to make sure, get everything turned on and all that stuff. And the computer was doing the same thing, and it made me reboot. And I was like, oh. So it was like it just finished up a couple minutes before I had to go up. So, starting to panic, Have an announcement soon. Maybe Amherst for the intermodal. Oh, he's going to have an announcement. Amherst for the intermodal yard. North America Porta container crane from Walthers. Walthers is having that announcement? I thought you said it was. Maybe you meant that Bernard was talking about it on his live stream. That meant he was going to make that for people to purchase. Somebody talking about me, I got itchy here. Well, that'd be nice. They probably want a couple $100 for the damn thing. Anything I've seen that's more modern is expensive as all get out. And I think most of them, I think one is like a German company that makes it, Roco or something like that. But yeah, it is a new logo, huh? Looks good. From what I can see, it's hard to see in these little clips. Don't you start, Mike. I'll just skip all your comments and go right to the bottom. But the computer froze just as it started. 20 spikes in the front garden. Reading 20s in IOU1 doesn't do anything with Ops Pro except it can tell you where your trains are located on your layout. That's extra you have to set up. They are used for signaling. Yeah, any signals I have right now in the layout are just basically hooked up to the Tortoise machines. That program is on my laptop. GMR program for LCC and programming is on Raspberry. Hey, ACHP Railway. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, sure. I mean, I bought the system from Micromark, the cards and the pockets and all that. I got the wood boxes and stuff. It was like, they had like a starter set that came with a bunch of stuff. So I have all their little cards. It has the four different engine. You can put 4 different switches on it, or 4 different flips on it. I just didn't use them that way. Hey, Matt. Good afternoon, or good evening, I guess, and not afternoon. It's getting bigger and bigger every time I check in. You're just seeing it from a different angle. And most of the time, you're seeing me sitting at my I guess I'll call it, it's a work table, I guess, usually where the computer's set up. But, so this is one of my aisles. That's why I say I wanted a 30-inch aisle. So, unfortunately, my bench work, like the bench work here, it's not, I think it's like 18 inches wide only. So I sacrificed a little bit there. Big guy, I didn't want to be squeezed in the aisle. So I wanted it to be comfortable. My last layout, my aisles were really tight. Just arrived yesterday, an Athearn Genesis. Oh, you got an Athearn model. Oh, no shit. You know what? I was looking at, they had some of those. Was it the, I had those on sale. Was it DCC ready? Somebody had them for DCC ready. I want to say they were like Chicago and Northwestern or something like that. There were specific ones. There might have had some other ones. Just been that. I only briefly looked at it because even though it was a great deal, I had to keep scrolling. I got too many pre-orders. You find me in Newfoundland. What, a spike? Modern porter container crane, one that takes the containers off the ship, Dave, a modern crane. Okay. I got you. Yeah, I just misunderstood. I thought you meant that he was printing one. Bernard was going to print a crane. It's a big print. I didn't know, he's mini prints. I didn't think he was going to print something that big. But it's just me being me. I misunderstood you. Yeah, and I have a hard time with that too. Sometimes I don't get notified on things. Show in Columbus is December 7th. It's a couple Saturdays from now. Not this week, next Saturday. Is Randall here? There he is. Hey, Randall. You guys are keeping me awake. Barely. Gotta sneak out early tonight, Dave. Have a great Thanksgiving. Okay, John. You too, man. Yeah, Do you have Ship It program? What is that? I don't know what that is. No, I don't have it. Apparently, I don't even know what it is. How's Kansas, Randall? Oh, there it is. Hey, Bernard. Their overall move to Ohio from West Virginia is now officially complete. Well, that's good. Safe and sound in our new home. That's good. That's a blessing. Stranger in limbo, however, needed that space for storage. Because you had it in was it a trailer or something that was on the property? Like a mobile home type trailer? Trailer stop at Tucumcari, Randall. Yeah, well, that's why I misunderstood, Bernard. I thought he meant that you were printing this big crane. I was like, well, I don't know. It doesn't sound right in my head, but I just totally misunderstood what he was saying. Yeah, you stick to the minis. You do a great job with that. We all enjoy those. I moved to 5 miles above Lowell, Ohio on State Route 60 and right up the Muskingum River. Beautiful country over there, too. This rail crew won a new contract with BNSF in that area, and they're needing drivers. So I didn't have any cash left on me, and I needed to wash clothes. If you have sensor on your cars for block detection, so we can see the cars and let the computer know. No, I don't have any of that. Know what cars available. Ship It is a software that makes the shipping list for operations. No. Okay. No, I don't have any of that. Home on the property, yeah. Hopefully that just is a temporary storage thing or whatever, so you can get back to building. Yeah, I got my old chassis shirt on. I'm running chassis system, just not the way you guys think. It's still a chassis system. It's going to go to the Christmas display at least once while it's up and running. That's good. You guys do a nice job with that. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button. All right. All right. For now, I'm caught up. So if I missed any of your questions or what have you, sorry. Put them back in there, and we'll kind of go from there. So, very temporary. We're looking at building a new add-on once we sell on the left, like Mansion and Parkersburg. Well, a lot of guys, you're going to add on to the house, you mean? There's a lot of guys are doing the whole shed, and putting their layouts in sheds, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. It's like its own man cave, and your own heat and air and everything in there. And time in Lawrence County, maybe an hour, 90 minutes from there, train show in Huntington, West Virginia. This weekend, if you're looking for something to do. I'm sure you'll post a couple of little videos or something from there, right, Randall? Usually you do. I can see that there right now it looks like 29 viewing live, but it doesn't tell me how many have clicked the like button. I guess I would have to go on my phone and go into my app, into my YouTube and pull the show up that way to see probably the way to do it. It would tell me, but I don't know if I can even watch it. Honestly. There it is. Hey Jim, Tedesco. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Okay, let's see where you're at so far today. That layout looks so sweet. Thanks, man. I gotta get you down here one of these days, man. So we can see if I can switch these cameras around without screwing up. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but my CR&E locomotives are sitting over here in the yard talking, making noises. That's that Tsunami 2 stuff, man. They're awesome. So I got it. All right, so here I am right here sitting. So that's the main line there where those chassis system are sitting. and that. So he's on the switch list. I'm going to switch out. Let me actually go to the other cameras. It's down at the other end of the yard. maybe. Yeah. All right, so this is at the far end. See, now I'm down here. So the far track is the main line where the box cars are. Then the next one in is a passing siding rival track, however you want to word it. So this one, you can't really see me now. The next one here is the loading shed for the co-op down here. Then you got 3 storage tracks, track 3, 2, 1. One is on the outside, 2 in the middle, and I'm going to drop this stuff. So, let's see. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to have me move these 3 cars to the loading shed, and then moving the loading shed to track 3, and that's the whole switch list. I mean, we're going to do it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, it's weird. It's not really like in a co-op. You would figure that you would move like whole like lots of cars. You know what I mean? I don't know how to word that. Like whole racks of cars, like not just 1 or 2 cars. And move one from one track to the next. You'd move like a whole string. Is the way I would think it would work. But it's not doing that. So I need to figure that out. But we'll do this anyways. You're at the hockey game. Hey, wait, I don't know if you heard, but I think on the 7th, I'm going to come down for the train show. A couple weeks from now, if you're available. I'll have to meet up with you again. It's been a couple years. Kyle Stevens, how you doing? Good video the other day. Update on the layout. Oh, those Chessy cats are looking good. All right, so I got my T7. Hey, Fred, how's it going? I hope I haven't seen anything from you. I don't know if I'm just not getting notifications or what, but, you know, it's, I haven't seen anything recently from since you've been back in Texas. Yeah, look at that. 14 months. Look at that. Wig. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Where's that Bob Evans that we met at last time? I don't remember what the road that was. Anyways, so this says he wants me to move this hopper from storage track 1 to the loading shed and move 2 hoppers. No, move 1 hopper from storage 2 to the loading shed. And then I got 6 hoppers in the loading shed. He wants me to move to storage 3, which is open right now. So it's not going to be the most exciting switch list, guys, but we're going to do it just because. Why not? Let me know if that bell's annoying. Kind of turned it down, so hopefully it won't be too annoying. Everything was working perfectly earlier, man. Nothing stalling out, nothing. So we'll see. You know, the cameras are on, so that's how it works. Oh, you want to see me? There we go. I got quite a bit of momentum built into this thing. See if I actually got them. I understand we can't turn on live chat for some reason. It's stuck on top chat. First thing I write in the caboose is Gypsy System wire vision. let's see, 6 cars on there. I should be able to fit 6 cars on my pullback line here. So, yeah, I mean, it's usually just me down here doing this kind of stuff. But I mean, like, it's fine that I'm pulling this loaded string of cars from the loading shed. Well, she's way better looking than me, but, you know, come on. Thought we were friends. All right, let's see. That one's switch. I'm going to switch this one here. I got all my tortoises are programmed in here for use with the controller. Decided to go that route instead of I still got to hook up my little signals, little dwarf signals, and they're just hooked into my tortoises because I just wanted to have the light so I know if it's, you know, straight or curved, straight or turned, you know what I mean? Hey, Peterbilt 389 rail fan, how are you? Putting the wrong camera. All right, let's see. That's all those cars. I'll mark those all off. There's a car there somewhere. Maybe. Yeah. Is that bell okay, or you guys get annoyed by it? So, my new channel lost my old one in June. Oh no, Joe. This is the dent I put in my horse trailer. I have no idea how or when it happened. Wow, I didn't see that. Turn that noise off. 68. Yeah. What's Slayton? That's you? 389 Ralph? Yeah, when I put that one video out, switching this area out before, that one did really well. It kind of took off. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It just did. So I have to go get that pink copper. I got down there. I got 2 shoes. 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 2 2, 1. All right. This locomotive, I don't have anything fancy on it. I don't have any like ditch lights or beacons or anything like that. This is strictly for this yard. Um, it doesn't go out to the main line. Switches this yard only. Like I was thinking about trying to maybe just create a different logo for this. Instead of the CR&E logo, create something just like, because this is the Crooked River Co-op, not really Crooked River and Eastern Co-op, is serviced strictly by its own locomotive. I guess I could get one of those little track mobiles or something, but for now this will work. Let's see which shoe I need. Hang on a minute. Which one am I looking for? 638. Which one is that? Okay, that works out. So I'm only picking up one of these on that other track. Everyone would actually hit the thumbs up. That would help. 1,000 views and 130 likes. It's counterintuitive. Engagement is the best metric to get YouTube to push a video. Yeah, it is true. It is true. Trying to hit that 500 by the new year. I'm sure we can get you there. Let's see, it's 104, so that's an accessory 104. Would it be easier just to do toggles over here? I had it set up like that. I don't know. I like this better with the switch 8s, switch 8s that you can use your NC controller with. So I like that better. I don't know why, but I do. We'll grab that other Sioux line, hopper down there, and then we're going to take that down to the store or down to the loading shed. And then that's the whole list. That's what I'm saying. It's the last list I ran. I pretty much emptied the yard out, and then they all ended up on off layout storage, which was kind of not cool, man. So let me switch cameras again. I don't know which one the clink is. There's like a coupler clink. I don't know which one it is. There we go. That's better. Now I got it on full screen, so I can see. You can see me looking like a Pollock with my black socks and shorts on over here. I gotta tell you, man, I love these tsunamis, tsunami twos. I like the shoe. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to get into that conversation. We always seem to get into that. But I do really like the tsunami too. Yeah, you can see up here I climb. I just realized that it's picking all that up. So I can't really see it too well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. This is one of the first cars I ever weathered up. F4, F3. Hey, Thomas Grassy, how you doing, buddy? So I'm going to look on my phone here. 40 and 38. Yeah, get employed. 40 and 40. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I mean, economy added to a loco, only use bell and horns, so good enough. Yeah. We use the foghorn a lot, though. Right. Some Michigan cars like GT, DTI, short lines that will visit your area. Cleveland. Yeah, for sure. So this was something I weathered early on. It's a Sioux line. So I could use this camera here. Yeah, I was in a Pac-Man mood apparently that day. This was done mostly with oils. When I see what that says, it's some kind of graffiti. Saw online on a car, and I just tried to copy it. It's not my best work, but it's not bad. Kind of weathered a little bit too much on the car number, so sometimes I can't read them. And that's just I think an AccuRail kit or a roundhouse kit, something like that. I really enjoy building kits, these kind of kits. So I said usually I run the bell. I turn the bells way down so I don't get annoyed by them. But because I'm doing this, I don't want to run the bell. Okay, I got this double slip in here. Thanks to Mr. Jason, the train freak, talking me into doing a couple of double slips. They're pretty cool, but you got to kind of pay attention to what you're doing with them. And what I'll do here is because unless I want to walk all the way down there, which I don't, kind of uncouple here and just kind of sit the couplers so they're not linked. You know, they're just kind of like pushing each other. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but this way when I get down there, I can set them and just leave them go. The lazy man's way. I don't have any of the magnets or anything like that. Cheapo camera down there. Don't do a bad job. A little cheapy cameras from Amazon. They're fine until I like move them or anything. Then they get all goofy. All right. Well, it's the whole list. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like, why would I just move that one car and not both of those cars that were down there? Or all three of those cars, actually. But it's just a matter of doing some tweaking, I think. That's all. So we'll shut that off. All right. Well, that's my exciting switching tonight. I mean, hopefully it was enjoyable enough. There we go. Back to my ugly mug. There we go. Now I got the thing back up. All right, what did I miss here? YouTube, Joe Raider. Oh, here's his channel. Thanks, James. James. No, sir, me either. Go Bucks. Big game this weekend. Oh, with the couplers, yeah. I do when I can, you know. I didn't really think, Mike, how you feeling, buddy? How you were feeling the last weekend? I got to get back out there again. Yeah, they do. I try to turn them down. Like, I don't mind when the horn's loud if you're going to just do the beeps, you know. I like the horn or the bell, but I don't like it real loud. Especially when sometimes guys will put up videos and the bell's going. I've done that myself because you kind of end up tuning it out yourself after a while. But when you're watching a video and it's going and going and going, and like I had a really what I thought was a good video I put up on the old layout, switching out the old co-op, and I had the bell going the whole damn time, and I didn't like I kind of tuned it out and didn't realize how annoying it was until like after the video went up because I didn't do a whole lot of editing back then, and it just was so annoying. I was annoyed by it. Yeah, you're not wrong. I wonder if they're going to finally, if the NCAA is going to finally put out some kind of ruling. You know, over there cheating and everything. We'll see what happens. They probably won't get anything. They'll get a slap on the wrist. Joe, I'm coming in the spring. I want to see the layout. It's an awesome layout. You won't be disappointed. You going down there for the spring show at Timonium? I usually go to that show. I'm going to see what's going to transpire this year, but oh, awesome. It's awesome, Slater. Well, you got to make it to the finish line, so keep up the good work and study hard, and there you go. Just checked this out. I was subbed to Joe. Pretty sure that I wasn't, so I subbed again. And I've had that happen a lot where it like kicks me out of subbing. Like I'm subbed and I'm not. Yeah, thanks. The mustache. It's a No Shave November thing, so kind of started that early. Dave, I set up a macro in my power cab for my double so that helps so I know which way the train goes through. I don't know how to set up macros. I'm very primitive with this stuff. There's so much that this thing can do that I don't know how to do. Well, that's good, Mike. I'm glad to hear it. Worked for Don Canham, the AD director of U of M. He was a prick, tried to stiff me for $1,500 cutting his lawn. Oh, that must be a big lawn. Okay, Steve. Yeah, you too. I mean, if you guys are around, you know, being this Thanksgiving, I won't be able to go up for long, but and I know I haven't been doing my Thursday morning show after I do my Tuesday night show. But I think being it is Thanksgiving, I think I am going to go up at 9 Thursday morning if you guys are looking for something to do. Looking for somebody to razz for being behind in the chat and everything. But again, it won't be more than the hour, and it might even be less than that. So we'll see. But I'll go up and see who wants to tune in, and if you do, you do. If you don't, I get it. Dave, I might to set up to poly the bell when it gets. Oh, to play, and you're dyslexic, man. To play the bell when it gets to speed step 3 for 10 seconds, and it goes off. Gotcha. Okay, so like if it's in the yard and you're switching. Now, you can set it. I think one of my locomotives, I think it's one of my YN2 GP38s. Is it set up so when it backs up, it hits the bell 3 times automatically. So when you first start out, which is kind of cool, but then that gets annoying too after a while. If you're doing like a bunch of switching ups, that gets a little bit annoying. I mean, I like hearing the motor going, and I like the horn, I like the bell, but again, it kind of gets a little bit annoying if it's too loud, and especially like if you're running. Like sometimes I'll have a train running on the main level, and I got the double mains up top, so I'll run 2 up there. Sometimes if they're all running, it gets loud in here, man. So I'll just kind of mute them. I'll mute a couple of them. CR&E 2057, the Lions are going to beat the Bears. I hope so. Yeah, I live in Cleveland. I am painfully a Browns fan. Just grew up my whole life here. It's tough. It is what it is when you're a fan of a team. It's just hard. When they left, I tried to be a fan of other teams, and just wasn't just not the same. But I do root for the Lions unless they're playing the Browns. Like they played them this year, I probably root for the Lions, honestly, because the Lions got a good chance. The Browns are shit. Stink. As usual. It's been going on 30 years of garbage, man. I don't know. What did we do to deserve this? No idea. So, oh, you already graduated. You mean last June 5th? You graduated. Not this coming June? She was now May. Yeah, it was early May, though, right? I got to get with Anthony and see, because I usually come down there for a long weekend and hang out with him, and we go to Timonium. Like last year, we went over to Steve Johnson's house, hung out and saw his layout. Where else did we go? Well, we did something else. We did a couple other things. Can't remember now. We always have a good time. And then Robert comes up from Texas to hang out at Timonium, and then he goes over to hang out with Wilmer for a few days. They came up to see my layout, which was cool. So if that happens again, then maybe if guys want to come over here when he's here, well, you're welcome. They came up on a Thursday morning because I did the morning show here with the two of them. So fall next year, you're toast. Why are you toast next year in the fall? Need help with the macro, let me know. I'll be glad to help you out. Yeah, I'd love to figure that out. So we'll have to either get up on StreamYards one day and do it, or I could call you, or you could call me, or whatever. One of these days when we're both free and have time. All right, Randall. Get some sleep, buddy. I'm getting ready to get out of here, too. I'm going to finish cleaning up after dinner and stuff and get ready for bed and all that good stuff. 4 o'clock comes quick, man, let me tell you. Same to you, Slayton. Happy Thanksgiving there. Again, if you guys are up Thursday morning and looking for something to do for an hour, I'm going to go up at 9 and do my morning brew. And I don't know. Oh, so you got to do like you did when they have the shutdowns. Yeah, boy. B&B Railroad, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Fortunately, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Get off here. That's the only bad thing about doing this on Tuesday nights is I work Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, my normal work days. So because I have to go to bed, I can't really even extend. You know, I don't know if anybody's up after me or not. If there's any other shows up anymore on Tuesdays or not. I go to bed, so I don't know. You know. Oh, yeah. That stinks. Lots of lives on Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, I usually start out in the morning, then you got gym at 6. Then one of you Canadians go up at 8. One of you Thursday night guys. I don't know what happens after that. The Bills. The Bears. The Bears. I just saw something. I was a YouTube thing with Peyton Manning and the two guys from Saturday Night Live. I guess it's Saturday Night Live. That did the skit back in the day. The guy from Cheers, and I can't remember who the other guy is. First weekend in May for Timonium. Okay. No, I just did some switching. Uh, missed it. I was switching out my co-op. Wasn't a very long switches, but that's okay because I didn't have a lot of time to do it anyways. I mean, when I get into switching these things out, when I'm doing a switch list, it's easily an hour, even if it's not long. Jim, Chris, Dennis are live Thursday. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, we drove by Fort Carson when we were out in Colorado. All right, Floyd. Yeah, feel free to pop in. Like I said, it won't be long, but I mean, it's my normal hour most likely. I don't think I'll go over. Get in trouble. We host Thanksgiving here, so you know I got to help out. Fortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. For sure. She comes with me sometimes. She's come down there with me before. That might be a way to go. The one time we all went to Timonium, and then the second day, we went back up to see Joe's layout. But my wife stayed at Anthony's house and just kind of did her thing. Watched TV, read a book, you know. Because he lives, I'm going to say a couple hours. An hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from Timonium. Anthony does. Yeah, never got it. They won a lot of championships back before the Super Bowls and all that stuff, but and that's a ton of years ago. That's before I was born. You know, Jim's going to go up on Turkey Day, 6 p.m. By that time, dinner should be done. We usually eat about 2 o'clock. All right, me too. Good night, B&B. Hey, Stormy, Dave. Maybe I'll catch you Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Jim having us all over for dinner. See you there. Couple from Cleveland on the train from Vancouver to Toronto last week. They traveled all over the world. That'd be nice. I'd love to take a Amtrak out to Seattle and then end up somehow grabbing Via Rail or whatever and heading back across Canada. That'd be kind of cool. If I do an extra live, it'll be in the afternoon to run trains. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool too. Just let the trains run around and. All right, guys. again, thanks for coming in. Next week we'll be back to Wilmer on Tuesday. So, don't know. Let me look at the calendar real quick. One, two, three, four, five. So it's actually 5 weeks in December. 5 Tuesdays in December. So, I don't think I'll be going up on the 24th. I'll tell you right now. We do Christmas Eve. We do a whole get together on Christmas Eve. So I don't think I'll be doing that. If anything, what I might do is go maybe up in the afternoon because I'll be off. So if I do anything, I might be earlier. My son will be home, supposed to be coming home. So I don't know. If anything, I mean, I could see if one of the other guys wants to switch a day. I don't know if I don't know what's going on with Reverend Tony. No, he was moving. I don't know if he's settled yet or not. So what I might do is maybe take that second week, so I don't miss December. But I know I won't be going up at 7 p.m. on the 24th of December. So just gonna warn you now, don't expect a show that day from me. Maybe one of the other guys don't do anything on Christmas Eve and they would want to take it. That's fine, but I'll figure it out. The same thing with the 31st. Yeah, probably could go up on the 31st, honestly, unless my wife made some plans I'm not aware of. We don't usually do anything on New Year's Eve. New Year's Day we host, so I'll be getting ready for New Year's Day. Like I kind of help her get things together. She cooks a big Italian pasta dinner and everything. It's really good. We have a house full, probably 20 plus people here, you know. So, anyways, for those that I don't see Thursday morning, have a happy Thanksgiving and have a great weekend. We'll catch you on the other streams. So, good night and bye for now. Talk to you next time.